Hello and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth power. Please, as ever, joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, don't forget to go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Of course, give us a thumbs up. We really need your support. We are trying to reach 3,000. Our milestone, 3,000 subscribers milestone. We are 2,500 or thereabouts. I would love to get to 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. So we need your help in doing that. So please help us, in reaching that milestone. What we'd like you all to do is to help us by subscribing, share the broadcast with as many people as possible. What we are trying to do on this platform is to raise the level of awareness about the need for we the citizens to whom sovereignty belongs. We are the sovereigns to begin to actively participate in our governance. Without our participation, nothing is going to change. The corruption will continue. So we need to go on a consistent drive every day of getting everybody from all local government areas to become active participants in their governance, even on a daily basis. That is the only way that this corruption and the fraud and the bad governance will stop. Because for so long we have been standing aside watching them do this against to us, and we've been praying. Prayers is not the solution. I'm here to tell you we need collective action. Here's what I mean. You see, within the Constitution, I'm going to make this bigger slow so you can see it. I'm going to move that. I'll move that, make that bigger. So I want you to be able to see it. That's what I'm trying to. So I'm hoping you can see. I'll make it small, just enough there. Yeah. Okay. So what you see there, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Section 14(2)(a). I want you to memorize that. I want you to know it. I want you to know that's your power. I am giving you your power as the highest office in the land. The highest office in the land is not the president. It is you, the citizens. But it's the collective. The power comes into being when you all collectively come together in your local government area. That is where the power is, and you need to understand it. Now, how to use it is section 14(2)(c). The participation by the people collectively in their government. In the government, let me say that again. The participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. So that's what is written here. The participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. And what are the provisions? The provisions are that you are the sovereignty and you have the power and authority, and it is in your office. The highest office in the land is the citizens, not the president. You. And collectively, the sovereignty resides in the hands of the citizens in each of the local government area. And the sovereignty comes about when you collectively work together, and you can use that power to hold any official to account. You need to understand that. It's really important to understand that. That's what we're here to do. So please keep that on there. Now, we're going to play this video. They're going to be talking about Bawa. And the reason why I'm bringing this, I'm putting the connection there is this. We need to understand that it's not only good enough for the government to say, okay, we arrest somebody, but we, the citizens, we must demand questions. Right, okay, where is the funds? What happened? Bawa should be explaining to us the funds that he got. And we now want those funds back in the coffers. We should be on the case of the government that we demand that this prosecution be carried out, and we want to be informed about the progress of any of the allegation of the court cases and the result, and they have to give us prompt and regular updates on the cases that have been brought. So that is how we begin to actively participate. And of course, you've all heard me say it, and I'm going to say it again. On a month-by-month basis, there's a monthly allocation paid to each and every local government area. Our job as citizens is to track those monthly allocations. We must collectively track it. If we don't, then don't be surprised if we do not have roads, water, light, schools, bridges in our community, because that is our role. The biggest office of all is us, holding those who elect office to account. And that office is, of course, the office of the citizens to whom sovereignty belongs. You are part of that. I need you to begin to take action collectively on ground. On ground. To that effect, let's listen to what's been said here now. Please share this broadcast as you get it.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdurrashid Bawa, who traveled for Lesser Hajj with his wife children, parents, and other family members about a month ago. It was revealed that while in Jeddah and Mecca, they stayed in Sheraton Hotel, which cost about $15,000 for 10 days per room, and Mr. Bawa paid for 6 rooms, and the hotel accommodation for the trips is estimated to be around $300,000. We understand the need for a religious pilgrimage for every personal individual, but we have failed in every possible thought to justify how Abdurrashid Bawa could easily afford that luxury without batting an eyelid.
You see, when it says without batting an eyelid, that is where you come in. When this kind of information comes out into the public domain, we, the citizens to whom sovereignty belongs, we must begin to come together in our communities and begin to question the likes of Bala and tell the government we demand answers. They need to give us breakdowns. How much is he earning? They need to give us information that we have the right to demand as people to whom the sovereignty belongs. It is in our collective effort in doing that from one local government area to the next that we will be able to ensure that there is transparency and massive reduction in corruption. We need to be active participants in our governance. Let's carry on.
It is of great concern to everyone how the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, would opt in for such a luxury that was not funded by the government, even with an obvious knowledge of what his monthly take-home is. An agency like the EFCC is built on accountability and frauds at fund mismanagement, embezzlement, and other vices. If the chairman is therefore found wanting in any regard to the transparency of such trip funding, are we not making a huge mistake as a nation still having him in the position of power? It therefore remains no proper justification for the career of spending. We should therefore say that Mr. Bawa has continued to exhibit incompetence and unprofessionalism in managing the affairs of the agency. His never-ending display of ineptitude and his leadership will create greater mishap within the noble agency. The Coalition of Concerned Citizens frowns at the magnanimous exhibition of the corrupt practices, breach of public trust. And
it's good that this group, the Coalition of Concerned Citizens, are coming together. But what needs to happen is that every citizen in every local government area needs to begin to follow what is going on and actively participate by questioning those in the elected officials in your local government area and say, look, this Bawa situation is an example of the kind of fraud going on. We want to know our monthly allocation. We need to know where that money is gone. We need to know why the roads are bad. And once we know where the monthly allocation is, we are telling you to use those money to fix our roads. You as a councillor and as local government chairman, as a state house of assembly, as a house of reps, a senator, a governor, you are there at our behest. We elect you into office, and our office as the citizens to whom sovereignty collectively belongs, we are telling you what we want the funds to be used for. You see, this is why I'm putting that on the screen. What you see above me, you need to memorize it. You need to memorize those two sections of the Constitution, Section 14.2a and Section 14.2c, and begin to work together collectively in your local government areas right now. You need to be a member of a local community association, and the association must be meeting. There should be loads of associations meeting, coming together and questioning the local government authorities on a month-by-month basis about the monthly allocations, because that is the only way that there will be proper accountability. It is our lack of participation in governance that has reduced us to the point where the government are lying to us, knowing fully well that we are not working together as sovereigns to exercise our powers. The highest office in the land is that of the citizens to whom sovereignty belongs. I want you to remember that. Let's carry on.
An abuse of power by Bawa. Mr. Bawa needs to come clean on the way and manner he has prosecuted the anti-corruption fight, and should therefore explain how seized assets by the EFCC have been sold without adherence to due process, which exclude all form of kickbacks gotten from such process. For the record, Mr. Bawa was found wanting and reported arrested and detained in 2019 at the Port Harcourt office of the Commission, where he was the zonal head, on the fraudulent sale of trucks, which necessitated his removal and detention by the same EFCC.
You see that information alone. He was found to be corrupt, to carry selling off trucks. And yet this is the man that they put forward. And it's because we are not participating in our governance. You know, we need to, I will keep putting this there. Make sure you have a copy of what is above my head right now. Keep a copy of it on your phone and in your local languages where possible. I've translated it to English, to Yoruba, and others I expect to do the same in their language, so that everybody in our community can be aware of the power they possess. The Bible has no bearing on our governance. The Quran has no bearing on our governance, because the responsibility that we possess cannot be found in the Bible or the Quran, only in the Constitution. And that is what we, the citizens, must use to begin to actively participate in our governance. Please participate in our governance, join hands, have a copy of this, begin to hold elected officials that you in your community, in your local government area, elected into office, and hold them to account. You have that power. It is time to use it. They've hidden it from us for 24 years. No more. For 24 years. Now we need to begin to use it. Let's carry on.
For selling at least 244 commission-seized patrol-bearing trucks worth about 20 and 30 million naira each to his proxies at a ridiculous amount of 100,000 naira through a shady auction exercise.
Clearly, this man should be accountable for those crimes. But unless we are actively participating in our governance, and we need to be doing this on a daily basis, the times we're spending in churches and the mosque is a waste of our time. The church and the Bible and the Quran has no powers that you can use to hold your governors to account. But the Constitution, even as it's fraudulent, the powers within it, you can use it to begin to hold our governors to account. Please, I maintain and I urge you all, this is a matter of urgent concern, that we begin to re-educate our youth, our people, our adults, about the need to participate in our governance, using these two laws with sections of the Constitution as a matter of urgency. It should be taught in primary schools, secondary schools, universities, adult education, postgraduate, etc. Everybody, even in workplaces. These are the information we need, not the Bible, not the Quran. I urge you all, please do not ignore this message. When you get this message, share it, copy, screenshot what is above my head that you can see. Let me read it to you. I'm going to read it to you straight away. Section 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Section 14.2a. 14.2c. The participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Now, I close my eyes as I said that, because I've memorized it. And this is what we need to know offhand in every single local government area. Collectively, the citizens, you now take that information and you go straight to your local government chairman, your councillors, state of assembly, and you tell them, we are the highest office in the land. We are the constituted authority. And we are telling you that we demand answers. And you must provide answers, because sovereignty belongs to us and you are serving us. Collectively, we demand that the monthly allocation in the local government area is used on the roads that we tell you. You don't tell us what happens. We tell you how things are going to go. And we begin to question those elected officials and hold them to account and demand that those who are supposed to prosecute, they do that job, because they are doing it on our behalf. We are the constituted authority. I hope you're relating to this. Please share this information. It is of immense importance. Like I said, this information right here is above my head. You need to keep it. And we need to start tracking every single case going on. This is something that we need to be doing as a community. As citizens, collectively, begin to participate in our governance. For too long, we've been bystanders, because the government of the day, when they imposed that fraudulent constitution, they lied to us. We did not sign up to that constitution, and we still maintain that we need a referendum for that constitution. A referendum clause must be inserted in that constitution, and we are yet to vote as citizens to accept that constitution. But until such a time, the powers within it, we are going to use it to begin to hold those who were elected to office to account, and we need to begin to do that. And we are hoping that many of you, if you get this message, you would join Citizen AY, and we can talk you through how you can begin to exercise this within your community. We want you to organize live sessions where we'll record on a live broadcast when every community has meetings whereby you're talking about the concerns, the lack of infrastructure in your community. And then talk and tie that to the monthly allocation. We can even provide that for you. We've shown you how you can actually download the figures for the monthly allocation to your local government area, and that is a powerful tool that the only way that it can be effectively used is through collective active participation in your governance. So we urge you, when you get this broadcast, please share, and share. We are waiting. We need the government to take action on Bawa based on the evidence provided in this video by those who spoke in the video. And you, of course, have the powers to do so by the words above my head, section 14.2a and 14.2c. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I urge you, please do not relent. We need collective action. We, the citizens, are the constituted authority, because it is the collective local government area that provides the power and authority for the federal government to run anything, and indeed the states. So we must begin to exercise our collective power. We need to use it. The time for action is now. We need collective participation on a daily basis. Not the church, not the mosque. Forget all that. They are mere distractions designed by the government to never allow you to think and hold the government to account. So we urge you all, please, as you're watching this podcast, subscribe to Citizen AY, hit notification button. Please help us in reaching 3,000 subscribers. We'd really like your support. I hope you found this information in here useful. If you do, please subscribe, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up, and share to other people to get them to get the really important information. Above all, make sure you copy what is above me on the screen. What you see above my head on the screen here, I want you to copy it and actually have it on your phone and share it to everybody in your community, in your local government area. This is information that we need to begin to use. For 24 years, it's been hidden from us. Now we need to use it and share it in our community. Let's, please, before you go, subscribe to Citizen AY, hit the notification button, and of course, give us a thumbs up. Leave comments. Would love to hear from you soon. Please, what are your thoughts on what you've heard? I hope you found it beneficial. You're, of course, watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Back later on. Thank you and bye for now.